Welcome to our podcast, Life Under the Moon. I am your host, Sammy B, and today we are celebrating the August new moon in Virgo. The theme of the Virgo new moon right now is about organization. How can we make our life more presentable for ourselves, for others? How can we make our life better? What can we catch up on? What can we do? That sort of thing. So today's episode, I want to talk to you about something that my very close friend continues to bring up in conversations. And it's because of something I said quite a few months ago at the beginning of this year. I was working on a project where a client wanted to redo their entire kitchen because they said it was not functional, it was not beautiful, it was too small, the list goes on. Now, let me tell you that kitchen was beautiful. And it was functional. And it was large enough. And I understand that people have their own requirements and their own ideas of what is best. But when I was telling this story to my friend, what I was saying was that I've been in so many people's houses. I guess what I was saying at the time was that I've had a lot of jobs lately that people are so unhappy with what they have and they want something bigger and better because what they have isn't good enough. And that the houses that these people are saying this, the houses are more than big enough. They are incredibly beautiful, and yet it's just not good enough. And I told this to my friend, and I didn't realize that something like that would stick with someone for so long and so deep in his mind and his heart and soul. And he's actually been bringing it up a lot lately. He keeps saying that I keep thinking back to when you told me about these people saying that these beautiful kitchens that they have, they're just not good enough and they're not big enough and they're not beautiful enough. And people are just taking all of what they have for granted. And like, to someone like me and a lot of other people in this world, what they have is actually more than enough and it is more than beautiful. But it's so easy, I think, for humans to take what they have for granted. And that sentence right there is so overly used. And I don't think we actually genuinely apply that to our life. And I'm really glad that my friend keeps bringing this up because it made me realize what an impact my life and my experiences and my outtake on what's happening around me has such a huge and life-changing effect on other people. And that's why I wanted to share this message and story with you guys today, because I'm certain that every single one of us, all of you listening, and myself included, have taken something incredibly big and small for granted in our life. And we might not even realize it. And I know it's easy to say don't take what you have for granted. But I want you to start genuinely applying this new concept, this new reality to your well-being and your life and your experiences and what you have and what you own and who you are. Because it really has shown me that we all already have everything we need to live the life of our dreams. And we keep wanting more. And we don't accept that this is what we need. And I think it's important for people to hear this. Because I want you to know. Like if I was talking to that specific client that my friend was referring to in our previous conversation, I would want to say to them, look, I know you think what you have isn't good enough, But maybe there's something else in your life that is making you think that this isn't enough. Because look around you. Look at this beautiful kitchen. Look at all the memories that you've made in it. Look at how incredible it is for you to even have something like this. You know, I think it's easier for me to say this and see this very clearly, considering I am someone who came from literally building from the ground up. I genuinely did not have plumbing or water for a very, very large portion of owning my own home. And, you know, literally everyone around me takes for granted, for example, their kitchen sink. Like everyone does, because it's something that's in your life every day. It was probably something that you grew up with. I'm certain that most of us with this podcast grew up with a working kitchen sink. And if you didn't, I feel you. I know what it feels like. I did. I did grow up with a working kitchen sink, so I never knew a life without it. And it's really hard to assume something that you've never experienced, because you can't really create something in your mind like that that you don't even know is a possibility to exist. So I understand how easy it is to take things for granted. And that is why I want to share this podcast with you today, to look around at literally everything that you have, especially the things that you use every day, like a toilet, like running water, like having a shower. And you can probably take as long of showers as you want. I can't. Like, the longest shower I can realistically take is like 10 minutes or 5, maybe, yeah, probably both, 10 minutes. And that might seem like a lot, but like that's like draining my entire water supply. So that would mean I would like have no water genuinely for flushing or washing dishes, and I'd have to like the next day take a large portion of my day to go to town and bring water home just so I have enough water for the next couple days and then do it all again. So the reason why I'm telling you this, it's not to feel sorry for me. It's to just genuinely appreciate what you have. And I love that this story really touched my friend, because I see a lot of things in his life that he takes for granted. And I think it's important for me to be a friend in his world, where I am gently reminding him that what he has is already beautiful, and what he has, a lot of the world desires, and to try his best to recognize and to appreciate all of it. That means genuinely going home after work, pouring yourself a glass of wine or making yourself a hot cup of tea, and sitting in your living room or your balcony or on your deck or cozy up under your blankets on your bed, and just sit there with nothing but your mind and your observation, and think about what it took you to get to where you are right now. Because I guarantee you it wasn't easy. Because I know all of us have struggled to pay rent. And I know all of us have struggled to try to find a place where we're happy. Not even necessarily a dream house or a dream apartment. I genuinely mean some place that makes us feel whole, or that the noise isn't so bad, or that, like, anything really. I know that every single one of us, where we are, like, I'm assuming that we've all struggled at some point to get to where we are. So let's like all take a moment to recognize that and remember that, and be proud of how far we've made it, because it's not easy being human and learning all these life lessons. And I think the hardest thing is slowing down and recognizing all of the hard work that we've achieved to get to where we are today. And that includes everything that we have. Our gorgeous kitchens, even if you do think they're too small, at least you have a kitchen. At least you have running water. Maybe you don't have a dishwasher, but you have water to wash your dishes. Try washing dishes out of a bin with soap and water for a few years. It's hard. It's hard. And a lot of people don't have what you have. You just assume that everyone is the same, but it's not. It's not that case at all. And I think that you are luckier and more blessed than you know. So let's all take a moment right now to genuinely appreciate what we have. Because I'm telling you right now, it is more than enough. And it is up to you to not only decide that, but to act on that, to embrace it and embody it. And once you do, your life and your world will change around you in the most beautiful, positive, and uplifting ways. It's happened to me, it's happened to others, and it definitely will happen to you. So this is the part of the podcast where we take a listener's wish and we all try to manifest together to bring energy and uplifting energy to the listener's wish and try to make it come true. And when we have a better life, we'll make this world a better place. So leave your comments below. I would love to hear from you guys, and let's go manifest our dreams with our life under the moon.